What is going on, everyone? It's me, Natsu here, and today we're going to be talking about the next JP Dokkanfest exclusive. And yeah, it's kind of odd, but it's finally that time for the next JP Dokkanfest exclusive to be revealed. I believe that we actually will see the details of this LR in about 24 hours from the time I'm recording this, so basically tonight by the time this video does go up at the usual reveal time within 24 hours. So we're not going to get actual Twitter details, but usually what happens is we get the in-game Dokkanfest teaser. 24 hours after, we get the actual Twitter reveals of the unit and the banner unit. Then we get the day after, well, that same day technically, but we get the data download, and then after that the units drop with the celebration info, stuff like that, right? So that's how the timeline usually goes through over a course of like 3-ish days or so. So we see right here, Super Vegeta last year was tweeted on the 28th of July. Now you may be thinking, okay, that's still a couple of days away, right? Why would that be taking still 3 days away, right? Keep in mind that the schedule this year, I thought it was like 4 days this way, but the schedule is right now is the Tanabata celebration, right? It's last year ended on the 30th, but this year's ending a day earlier. So it seems the schedule is just a day earlier compared to last year, right? Just because that's how the year goes by, right? Everything's like shifted by a day, right? So last time we got the reveal on the 28th. Now it's going to be on the 27th. This is like the actual tweet itself. So we should be getting the reveals on the 26th at 1 a.m. Pacific time, which is again in less than 24 hours from the time recording this. So we should have the reveal, the tweet, and then the data download on this day. Then they drop on the 29th. God, I sneezed there. I muted myself, but that's how the timeline should be. So again, it makes sense. We're getting the Dokkanfest very, very, very soon, and we'll know what it is. I'm assuming it will be for sure tonight, but we'll see what happens. Essentially, I think there's a couple of options that I'll talk about for what I think could be the next Dokkanfest compared to other times. This is the Dokkanfest that's before the Worldwide Celebration, so keep in mind no matter how hyped this Dokkanfest is, I would still say it's best to wait. So recently Dokkan has been going through and giving us category leaders for these different sagas. Ever since basically even GT Heroes, not GT Heroes, movie heroes, right? We got leaders for those. After that, we got Ginyu, which is the leader for Planet Namek Saga. Majin Vegeta led Buu Saga. We recently got Vegeta and Trunks that led the Future Saga. AGL Cell led Android Cell Saga, right? We've been getting a ton of these category leaders that lead these specific sagas. Obviously, we got Raditz, who introduced the Saiyan Saga category team. This is to try and get as many characters under these 200% leader skills as soon as possible, right? Because, again, going by these sagas would be the best way to get a majority of these characters in the game, right? So I think that there's again a few options. Dragon Ball Saga, right? I think this is a likely option because again Dragon Ball Saga hasn't been touched in a very long time, really. The last Dokkanfest obviously we got, and the only Dokkanfest we have for this category is Kid Goku. We could definitely get another Kid Goku. I think for sure like a Great Ape Kid Goku could work really, really well. Even a Demon King Piccolo, right? We've been getting a lot of villain units this year, so like a Demon King Piccolo could be really, really cool too, right? Like do the opposite of last time. Dokkanfest Demon King Piccolo banning unit Kid Goku. I think that'd be really sick. Or even one of Demon King Piccolo's children and help the Namekian category out, I guess, right? And then for an easy air, we could literally just get Kid Goku's easy air or something, right? That could work out really well. Because again, it's like none of these other units are really gonna have an opportunity to easy ace. So Kid Goku, obviously, whenever he easy ace, we'll get a Dragon Ball Saga, I think most likely. Or he'll come whenever Dragon Ball Saga comes, right? One of the two. I think that would just make the most sense, right? So Dragon Ball Saga hasn't really been touched much. So they could really make this category really strong. This is an example. I mean, what a 200% leader skill would look for this team. Again, it could be like Dragon Ball Saga. Then it could be a Dokkanfest Goku, right? He as the Turtle Skull category leader, then gives Dragon Ball Saga the 200%, or maybe it's Dragon Ball Saga, and then Turtle School gets the 200%. Like Dragon Ball Saga, and then Vana Master and Disciple, I guess, full power, something like that. This guy's on like actually like 20 categories or something, so there's many choices for him. Demon King Piccolo, right? I don't know. Like in Dragon Ball Saga, then Dragon Ball Seekers could work, right? I mean, Dragon Ball Kid Goku, is he in Dragon Ball Seekers? Might be. That could be another good option too. Yeah, again, a lot of these Dragon Ball Saga units are on Dragon Ball Seekers. That could be good. Next we have Universe Survival Saga. So Universe Survival Saga is another category that hasn't really been touched at all. Ever since basically the 6th anniversary, we haven't gone pretty much a single thing for this saga, except from like some EZAs, right? This team is kind of bad right now. Like, if you take a look at units I think would be really good, you know, God Goku in hit right now, this currently would be really good. UI Goku would be very, very strong, right? He's very strong right now, actually, I think. AGL Blue Evolution Vegeta is pretty good. You could run them for sure, but like everyone else is kind of meh at this point, right? I wouldn't go out of my way to run them. This guy, they fumbled so hard on his EZA. I mean, Roshi, in a sense, just if you get the revive right, this unit could look pretty solid in the right situations, but it's definitely not enough to make a team, that's for sure. A lot of these units are bad now. So they could really touch up Universe Survival Saga. This guy's EZA is coming up, right? There's a ton of cool EZs they could do for this category. I think, like, you know, a God Topo could be really cool. Like a Dokkanfest God Topo, Transforming God Topo or something. He's like a unit that deserves the Dokkanfest. I wouldn't say he's one of the top units that need a Dokkanfest, but he's a unit that definitely should get a Dokkanfest, I feel like. And again, this guy is kind of bad. Topo hasn't really ever gotten true representation. Like, this guy is good, but you know, this guy could actually become really good, even now, because this could be pretty strong. He'll be solid for sure. I think this Topo right now, because the guard is such a stupid ability, right? Yeah, I mean, they could even easy LR Jiren and go crazy or something, right? I doubt they would, but that would be pretty funny. This team just needs a lot of help, really. I think that having Universe Survival Saga leader could be good. Even if it's really focused like Universe Survival Saga, then Universe 11 gets to 200%. That would really suck, but they usually like to do something like that, right? So maybe we can get like a new Dispo bounding unit, right? Like a high-speed Dispo bounding unit. Got Topo, guest tier Jiren's EZA. We get like, you know, the EZA for this unit right here. I think that could be pretty interesting, right? Margarita would probably be on the team, right? Yeah, CC's the Universe Survival Saga. She would be on the team. She's a Universal Element category team, remember? There's a lot of options they could do. I think for sure that could be really interesting in how they handle it. Yeah, so Universe Survival Saga definitely needs help. I think they can make a really strong, you know, like the Universe 11 centric team for that. I'd be down for it personally. People might not like it, but at the end of the day, it is the Dokkanfest before the Worldwide Celebration, so I think people are going to skip regardless, right? Next we have GT. GT, I think, is likely. We recently got, again, I made a video on this literally yesterday, but we got a ad basically showing us that, you know, it's like a promotion for Baby Saga in a sense. Super Saiyan 4 Goku right here, even though he's from the Shadow Dragon Saga, and this baby, right? I don't think it means anything, but it could be that, you know, GT's could be the next Dokkanfest. I think that could be interesting, like a baby-centric Dokkanfest, maybe Dokkanfest Super Baby 2, a transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'm not really going to go too into depth with that idea, I think. People have been talking about it a lot, and I would say if we want to see my idea on, like, you know, a Baby Saga celebration, whether or not it's worldwide or not, I would recommend checking out that video. I'll go really into depth about it, so I won't do it again here, but yeah, I think another option, again, Omega Shenron could get another Dokkanfest. I think he definitely deserves to get a Dokkanfest. More so a Dokkanfest LR at this point, but another Dokkanfest would be really nice. And then they could EZA this guy, because he's also from the Shadow Dragon Saga. And again, the thing is that Shadow Dragon Saga is the only real actual like saga category in the game right now for GT. So obviously, you know, I think, you know, an Omega Shenron could work really well as a new category leader for this Shadow Dragon Saga team. It would make a lot of sense. And I think, you know, it could work out pretty well. Like, you know, maybe, like, what categories does Omega have? me take a look here. It doesn't have that many teams. Like Inhuman Deeds and Shadow Dragon Saga. Shadow Dragon Saga GT bosses, because I think all the Shadow Dragons are on GT bosses, right? Yes, they are. They would all be on there. So like if we get like a full Shadow Dragon Saga team like the Ginyu Force team was, that could be really sick, I think. And again, I would love more villain representation. This guy could be pretty good on a team like that, I think, for sure. So I'd be excited to see like if it's a Sin Shenron transforms into Omega. That would kind of kill this guy a little bit, just a little bit, but I think that's fine. Maybe just straight up give us Omega, right? Because this guy, even though he's good, it's like he's an easy A. They could replace him more so than I think this guy maybe, but I don't know. And again, this guy's easy A could be quite sick, so that's what I'm thinking for GT. I think it's a possibility for sure. Next we have superhero. So with superhero, I'm not gonna get really into too many spoilers, because I think, the movie's not officially out, but the JP version, well, I guess on JP it did, so they could go into some of those, like, I kind of, I kind of showed it in the screen at their backs on the side, whatever. I'm going to go here. Ultimate Piccolo, we know from the trailers. I think that when they want to do a superhero celebration, they're going to drop some of these characters that aren't from the final act of the movie. I think we'll get characters like Ultimate Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, Gamma 1 and 2, right? Characters like that from very early on in the movie. Well, not early on, but like not from the final act in the movie where I'll say the big stuff comes out, right? I feel like at the very least that's obvious that the Dragon Ball movie will have big stuff at the end, right? No, not a shocker at all. So again, I think these are very likely to be the next Dokkanfest. That's me saying that I don't think superhero will be worldwide celebration personally. But on top of that, they said that specifically, we're going to get the movie stuff soon. That was when they announced Tanabata. And, it's in the same month that Tanabata is out, right? So it makes sense to be in that announcement and then to still say it. And, I wouldn't say that, even if it isn't superhero, like, it would be weird, like, if Worldwide Celebration isn't also superhero, and then they said, hey, we're going to say these movie characters coming out soon. But then in reality, they don't come out until after the Worldwide Celebration, all the way in September, right? That would be kind of odd to me. Or like, basically October, right? Because Worldwide Celebration is at the end of August into September. So that would be a couple of months at that point. I think that it's very, very likely we could see superhero, honestly. I would say it might be even my top choice just because of what they stated there. But I wouldn't pin my hopes on it, I guess, necessarily, right? We'll have to see. They could really throw a curveball at us. They could be like Bio Broly, right? I guess that's something I should bring up. Well, one thing that we got a baby asset recently in the game, right? For like a story mode. They usually don't really touch stuff like that or do stuff like that unless there's actually going to be something related to it coming out. There's also the what's it called? There's a Videl asset that was updated from the Bio Broly movie. I actually kind of bring up that Videl. I think it's you're not Pepe Ghost, huh? How could I bring up that Videl? Battle for Diva. This Videl. It's not even her art, it's just SSR art, right? It was updated recently, right? They changed something about it. I forgot what they changed, but they changed something about it. So again, they don't update these things for nothing. So there's a speculation on a movie hero Gohan from the second coming Broly movie. And I think he could be a Dokkanfest, right? Because it's Gohan. Maybe just another legendary Super Saiyan Broly Dokkanfest would be fine. Transforming one. Easy like Tech Broly, Gohan and Goten. Or either Easy is coming soon, right? I think that there's a good amount of different options. So that could be interesting, I think, for sure. Second coming Broly movie celebration with Gohan or a Broly leader. Gohan and Goten's Easy A, right? This Videl Easy A, the Goten and Trunks get the TUR and Easies, right? I think it could be interesting, but that's pretty much it. I don't think that there's any others that I'm missing, and at least in my opinion. Again, it could really be anything though, but let me know what you guys think we could see for the next Dokkanfest on the JP version. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.